next one we have is the MacArthur Study Bible. So you can see there is a double column here and then 3 columns of notes with the references in the middle. This one isn't full color. It does have some color though. It does have some blue and like gray color. And so this one is great too. The notes are very like historical and talk about the meaning of the text. Very good. I'm doing a full review of this one as well. So this one is great. It has the blue accents, very comfortable. I think it's a 9.5 font. The notes are really good. I think there's over 25,000 notes. We'll get to the New Testament. And so you can see it's a lot of good notes of the New Testament, very in-depth in both. And some are, more in-depth, like John is really in-depth. And then you have some text in the back. There's not as many articles like in the Reformation or NASB Study Bible. But there are, some articles with Bible in a year. There's the character of genuine saving faith, overview of theology, weights and measures, index to key biblical doctrines, and a concordance. And then there's not map, and there are maps in the back too. This one's nice because it is a premium paper. It's a 36 GSM paper. It's got two of the ribbons as well. So that one is good, a very good in-depth study Bible. And then I have the New King James Study Bible, which I also am doing a review on this one. And so this one has a bunch of good articles in the front. It is 2 columns, or double column with references in the side. And then you have 2 columns of study notes. The font, I believe, is 9-point font. And then you also have some of these articles on the bottom and some of the areas. Like this one's a little bit more. So this is the King James Study Bible, the Thomas Nelson one. I know there's a couple different King James Study Bibles, but this is the Thomas Nelson one. You can get this one in full color. I just don't have it in full color. So this one would be a great one for beginners. It has 15,000 notes, whereas that MacArthur one had 25,000 notes. I believe the ESV has like 20 to 25,000 notes. And so that's one way I look when I look at study Bibles. I look at how many notes there are to see how in depth. So when you have less notes, it's going to be less in depth, and then when you have more study notes, it's just going to be more in depth. And so we'll skip ahead to the New Testament. You can see this one is a red letter. So this is like one of the first red letter study Bibles I have. And so if that's important to you. And then you do have in the back, you have an index and a concordance. And you have maps at the back too. So that is the New King James Study Bible. And then my last study Bible is the NASB Zondervan Study Bible. Now this one is a little bit older. This is glaring. It is a hardback, so that's what it looks like. This one has 20,000 notes. This one is the Zondervan NIV Study Bible. So it is the older study Bible, the NIV Study Bible. So they use those notes. So the general editor is Kenneth Barker, and then you have some associate ones. And so this is the NASB version. So you have introduction, you have features to the Zondervan Bible. So you have marginal notes, cross-reference system, parallel passage, concordance, maps, charts, essays, subjects, notes, and map indexes, and our harmony of gospels. And so here's your introduction to Genesis. You can see it is a double column, and then the references are in the middle, and then the notes are down here. So this is the NIV study notes that are used in this NASB Study Bible. And this is the older version of it too, because this is quite an older Bible. This was my mother-in-law's study Bible. And then go to the New Testament. You can see it is red letter. And then you have maps in the back. You have an concordance index. And that you also have, so you have index to notes, subjects, maps, and concordance, and index to color maps. So that is all that is in here. And that is the Zondervan, or the NASB Study Bible, and it has the NIV Zondervan study notes. So that is all the study Bibles that I have. So hopefully this was helpful if you are trying to decide what study Bible to get. And I will again see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.